So Hoss Ridgeway has left the studios. He's Richard,
Hoss
Richard, Rich. Can we call him
Richard
Rich?
Ridgeway. Richard
Rich,
Ridgeway.
Richard
Richard
Ridgeway.
Ridgeway.
He's out of the studio and off to his show that we are recording this debrief after his show, so we got a chance to see his show. What'd you think? What'd you think of the interview? What'd you think of the show?
Well, yeah, I was hoping that we weren't going to drain his energy
Yeah.
because we had some laughs, and by the time that he got to the show, I was hoping that it wasn't going to be kind of gave it the office already. But after
Yeah,
hitting that
luckily he
mark,
still had plenty, he had
uh,
plenty of energy. I think we probably warmed him up actually for the show.
you
So,
know what? He came out guns blazing. Loved the reception that he got from the audience,
yeah.
and just really felt like from what I saw, he brought a lot of good comedy. So
Yeah.
we'll have Haas
Yeah.
back anytime.
Yeah. No, it was great. I really enjoyed getting to know him. I love his interest in like collectibles and uh estate sales and like people are so unique.
Yeah.
Man, but I got so much intentionality from him of just I mean, who always knows what they want to do since kindergarten,
Right.
and they just follow through with it and do. I had no idea in kindergarten. There's no, I was probably eating crayons and
Yeah.
you know,
Paste, for
yeah,
dessert. Yeah.
yeah, a bunch of paste, Elmer's glue for paste. So,
A big old 64 crayon box ready to dine on.
so I mean, I just love someone who's like he's loving people. He loves the humor, and no matter where he is, he's just going to be intentional. And he's just doing it in a really like relaxed kind of a way.
The cool thing that I thought was that from a young age, he wanted to be a pastor.
Yeah,
And it just happened to be funny along the way and
yeah,
appreciate comedy.
yeah,
So that God has allowed him to have both of those stages and, even combine them in a way because it certainly seems like he has a ministry with his comedy, especially when people are noticing, this is going to be a clean show.
oh yeah,
Haas is here, even if he is sharing the venue with, some filthy acts, he's, at least seen as, okay, this is going to be a little
yeah,
bit more,
yeah.
family friendly in a way.
Did you know what you wanted to do in kindergarten?
I thought that I wanted to be a writer
Yeah. Hey.
because I liked stories and such. And so
Yeah.
that's one of the things that I remember coming
Wow,
from
you can remember this? I mean, it's like I feel like I don't even have any memories of kindergarten. It's probably the paste.
maybe the
Just
paste.
I think
It's
it's just the
really the different type
paste.
of. I had a different kind of paste that I was, consuming probably
You
than
know
most
what? You know
people.
what it is? It's quality control on me eating snacks. Therefore, I sample what people cook all the time, and I follow through with that. I think Haas
We'll
would
blame it on that.
agree. Basically, both of us and Haas are essentially on the same level, doing the
I
same
think
thing.
so. Oh yeah, that's what I got from our time together was that
We
we're
did
all on the
find a
same level.
pair of husky pants at home,
Yeah.
funny
So
enough.
I,
So,
when I think of husky, there's a certain image that comes to mind. I don't necessarily think of your young one as husky, so that was kind of
so in Haas's world, in Haas's definition of husky, my son definitely does not fit that. But for some
no.
reason, he had this athletic pair of pants, and he just he ran out of his room and saying
Well,
it says husky.
I
So,
think it's meant to make you feel really good about the
yeah,
pants you're wearing.
yeah,
Nothing's wrong with husky if you're your boy and you're wanting to play athletics, and it's just husky is a it's a pretty good dog breed, isn't it?
it's a pretty good dog. What did you think about? Did he have a sound effect that stood out to you that you were like, that was
The
incredible?
machine gun was
The
really
machine gun was
impressive.
good. That was good.
I knew that maybe the helicopter he was going to be able to pull that off, but threw him that curveball of machine gun, and he got there. And once he got there, it was
Yeah.
pretty realistic.
Yeah. And those of
What
you, I
about you?
mean, well, any of us can Google him and see different clips. I mean, I like the single shot firing where it had like the echo of whatever that is post when you fire a gun, but the fact he could do that.
Yeah,
And then he
absolutely.
just did a lot without moving his mouth during the show, and whether it's whistling or other sounds. And I mean, he sang great, had musical talent. He's just a talented person, you know?
Very
And
good.
so
Very glad to have that time with him.
you don't always come across someone who has that many different gifts and talents in ministry and comedy, and they're intentional, and they do public speaking essentially, you know, through comedy. Like he's just, it's really cool to come across someone like that.
Now, on our particular episode, his his voice acting as well, some of the characters
Oh, the
that he
Morgan
played.
Freeman! Wait, the debrief of the two Morgans. How can we not talk about that?
What would you say about it if you were to talk about it?
We had more. Well, let's talk about it right now. We
Do you
had
ever think that could happen?
no. I never ever, unless we got Morgan Freeman himself in the studio. I never, for a single time in my life, ever thought we would have a Morgan versus Morgan on an
Do you think he
episode.
was expecting that at all?
He
Because
had no idea. No, that's what made it even better. He didn't come in doing that. It was the stars aligned, and as soon as I think he could probably tell by my reaction that he stepped on some type of a mine here, but he figured it out once he heard it coming out of you. So that was incredible for all you Morgan Freeman uh, voice acting lover fans who are great
it's
whenever
your
we do
episode.
that.
It's the
This
episode for
is
you.
this is let's all celebrate together. This is your debrief.
I
So
was so impressed by his Charles Barkley
yeah.
impersonation. I want to hear that one more.
We might have to have him come back. So we'll see. Maybe next
This
time he's
episode's terrible. Yeah,
he's in town. I would recommend anyone listening to this to like look him up. He had that dry bar comedy special, but I mean you can easily just Google Hoss Ridgeway and come across tons of different videos that are out there. It's a really, really good act.
one of the things that I take away from that time with Haas, and then just knowing him a little bit better now, is that he is who he has a good sense of who he is and why he's here and what he's doing, and it's nice to run into an authentic person in that
Yeah.
sense. That he doesn't pretend that he's had a hard family life to lead into his comedy. He's had a good family life growing up.
Yeah.
He had a
Except
stable
for his
home.
brother, his worthless
You know
brother.
what? That's going to make Thanksgiving kind of awkward,
Yeah.
I would think,
Yeah.
or Easter. And we're closer to Easter, but
Yeah. Hopefully his
I
brother's
would
not
they gather
listening.
together. His brother, if you know, but we'll leave that to Haas.
Yeah, that's between him and his family and his deadbeat brother. So that's okay. Oh, all right. Well, any last thoughts on Mr. Haas Richard Ridgway the third?
Yeah, it just seemed like things lined up really well. He was in he was in town, just kind of middling around the building, right? That's kind of how we introduced him. Just
Sure.
looking for something to do, looking for some snacks.
Just
But
happened to be
no,
by the studio. He just came out in.
no, I like having conversations that are deep and rich like that, and I think as we go on here, hopefully those folks who are listening to that or who listen to that and who listen to the podcast are
Yeah.
going to have some more experiences like that because it
Yeah.
sure is a lot of fun. What about you?
Yeah. Agreed. I just thoroughly enjoy. I love when we get to just meet different people and from all walks of life and some believers, some not believers. All different kind of professions. And it was cool getting to interview someone that we didn't know on the front end, but by the end of that, felt like made a friend and got to know someone. So
Yeah,
it was great.
hopefully, more to come,
Yeah.
and yeah, to have a comedian, that's a lot of fun. Maybe next time I don't know, maybe we'll interview a mime. Might be a short episode though.
Thanks so much for joining us. Please consider rating and reviewing our podcast and hitting subscribe on whichever platform you prefer. Remember to keep moving forward because we're not quite there.